Some say the wrath of the gods falls like lightning, sudden, violent, leaving nothing but smoke behind. Others say the true catastrophe begins in silence. Listening to the story of Medusa, I learned this: some curses do not arrive screaming. They whisper. And the most terrifying thing of all is that no one wants to hear them. This is not a tale of monsters. It is a tale of those who decide which stories are told. And I will repeat what I have heard, neither more nor less. Because what we call history is often not the voice of the victors, but the shadow of those who were never allowed to speak. There was a time when humans lived close to the gods. Prayers rose easily to the sky, and the gods did not hesitate to look back. When the sea swelled, Poseidon's breath could be felt. When the wind shifted, Athena's footsteps were heard. In that age lived a woman named Medusa. Among the Gorgons, she alone was mortal. Her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, carried divine blood. Medusa carried human blood, and with it, fear, vulnerability, and time itself. Age could touch her face. Pain could find her heart. Yet what truly set her apart was not her mortality. It was her beauty. Beauty, that gift which distracts even gods, which unsettles men, which appears innocent, yet so often invites disaster. Her hair shone like sunlight. Her face calmed those who looked upon it. Those who saw her felt as though the noise of the world had briefly fallen silent. She was not proud. She did not wield her beauty like a weapon. It simply existed. Medusa served as a priestess in Athena's temple. Quiet. Obedient. Devoted. She revered the goddess of wisdom and tended the stone floors each morning with care. Perhaps this was her greatest mistake, to carry a beauty that belonged to no one, and yet was left unprotected. The gods are said to see everything. But they choose what to acknowledge. When Poseidon saw Medusa, he did not stop. To him, the sanctity of the temple meant nothing. Stone walls did not bind power. That night, what happened dissolved into the sound of the waves. No one heard. No one asked. Medusa did not speak. She already knew what speaking would cost. When morning came, justice did not descend from the heavens. The sun rose, and darkness rose with it. Athena's anger was swift. Her temple, she said, had been defiled. But no name was spoken. No culprit sought. In the council of the gods, nothing was debated. Guilt was not discovered. It was assigned. Medusa was summoned. She lowered her head. She did not defend herself. She had learned that defense means little when power has already decided. And then the curse fell. Her hair twisted into serpents, alive, hissing, coiling with fury. Her face was transformed. Beauty gave way to terror. She could no longer recognize herself in reflection. But this was not the true punishment. Athena bestowed a power. Any who met Medusa's gaze would turn to stone. People called it a weapon. A divine judgment. A fitting sentence. But it was a wall. One that sealed Medusa away from the world. Stories spread quickly. Medusa became a monster. A Gorgon. No one remembered the woman who once prayed in a temple. No one spoke of what came before. Only one warning remained: do not look into her eyes. Fear travels faster than truth. She was exiled, sent to a land untouched by footsteps, where even the wind seemed to hesitate. There she remained, with her sisters, but abandoned by the world. She learned to see through reflections. Because to look directly was death. She lowered her eyes. She avoided faces. She hid even from her own existence. And as always, humans did what they do best. They created a monster, and then sought glory by destroying it. Thus rose the name of Perseus. The gods aided him. Winged sandals. A polished shield. A blade sharpened by fate. But the greatest gift was this: he never had to face the truth directly. Perseus approached Medusa without meeting her gaze. He advanced by reflection alone. He never looked her in the eyes. And with a single strike, it was over. Medusa fell. Without a scream. Without a witness. Celebrations followed. Songs were sung. A hero was crowned. No one asked a question. But I will. And so should you. If Medusa was truly a monster, why did only those who looked at her turn to stone? Why not those who fled? Why not those who turned away? Why not the blind? Perhaps the curse was never meant to punish others. Perhaps it punished those who dared to look at the truth. And perhaps Medusa's gaze was never a weapon at all, but a mirror.